Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Hurr here. I hope that you are all doing well. I just about managed to get through that introduction. Unfortunately, I'm so sick that me watching SB19 stuff is just not going to work, not with this voice. But all the more excuse for me to film vlog content. There's a lot that I need to get to you, and I'm going to start off with something a little bit more chill, very everyday. Somewhat relaxing, perhaps, for me anyway, because I love to organise, I love to tidy, I love to clean, and because I was so sick this weekend, I didn't really get round to doing very much of that, but I thought you might want to join me. So there's going to be all sorts of stuff in this vlog, very like homey sort of things, and I keep having this conversation with you that I'm not a reactor, I'm not this, I'm not that, and yet I keep posting videos that would suggest that I'm a reactor. So how about we change up the pace a little bit? So I don't really know what I'm doing still. I don't know how this is gonna transition, whether it's even gonna work, whether this is what I'm gonna end up doing, but I'm gonna try and do a little bit more than what I've been doing. And hopefully that's okay with you, but you know, you always talk to me, you always tell me what you kind of like and what you don't like, so I'm sure that you'll continue to do that with this as well. It is always a great way to get to know each other better as well, and I'm looking forward to this. So the other day I went through some of my albums that I got off of my mum. Do you know, I actually chose not to put on strawberry earrings this morning because I thought it might be a tad too much. I probably should have just put them on because at the moment I think we're playing a game of find the strawberries in the frame. Seriously, I don't think I realised until right this second how much strawberries have taken over my life. Help! Somebody, please help. The actual reason why I'm here though is because I managed to get some photo albums from my mum, and I was going to look through them anyway, but I thought you might want to look at some pics with me as well. You'll get to see me as an incredibly chubby baby, and yeah, I just thought it might be something fun to add into my vlog, because I know that, like, obviously from a while back, people had been saying, do I have any pics of me as like teens and stuff, so this might not be that, this is before that, but I still thought it would be like a fun activity, and you can kind of see my very humble beginnings as a brown baby. I'm still very brown, but you can have a look at what I used to look like. So many people used to say to me that I looked Japanese, so you will be the judge of this, okay? So yeah, let's have a look. Okay, I've got my first lot of photo albums, and even like, oh my god, they smell a real particular way. But I remember looking at these. Look at how like funny the covers are for them. They're like so romantic. Okay, let me have a look at this one first. Ah, so this is my aunt's wedding, and this was back in Pakistan. Shall I try and move forward a little bit to see if you can see this? Okay. And yeah, on the very first page there is a picture of me. Let me take it out so I can show you. So my aunt is there, and that's me. Look. Look, I'm a grumpy little baby. Grumpy. Grumpy, and that's my mum. How funny is that? I always love looking through all this sort of stuff. But yeah, it's like my aunt's wedding. Do you know, I just for so long thought she was the most beautiful bride. Like, I love multicolours so much, and a lot of people might find this to be like quite dated now, but this is my aunt, and it was my dream. She doesn't have this anymore, by the way, but it was my dream to wear this if I were to ever get married, or like have it kind of like remade. But that was her wedding, and like she's just like the most ultimate bride. But please know this is like a long time ago, which is why it might look a little dated, and the makeup and everything, but like this era was just it for me. Like, you wore all of your gold, you wore all the makeup, you were only a bride once, so you're gonna make the most of it. But just look, it's like tie-dye material, and it's got a little bit of work on it, and oh, she's just so gorgeous. I love it. I don't care if it's dated. I honestly think she looks so incredible, and I would love to have inherited that suit, but I think it got damaged, so yeah, she doesn't have that anymore, sadly. Oh gosh, that's crazy. So yeah, like Pakistani weddings go on for like a week, if not more, and you have many different like functions and things. So on
I think the actual wedding she wore like the multicolour suits, but then so what happens is the bride and groom give a dinner. Once they're married, they give a dinner. It's called a velima, and you give a dinner to your all your relatives as man and wife, to celebrate your union, I guess you can say. And then she wore green for that, so it's quite similar, but she ended up wearing green for that. And that's my precious Nan. It's my Nana. So gorgeous. She was such a fabulous woman, she was. So classy. I come from a very long line of very strong-headed, strong-minded people. Okay, this is my cousin, so I'm not going to show you those ones. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Can you see it already? Do I need to take it out of the little thing? Can you just see how happy I was as a child? I want to go back to this time, please. I need to recreate these photos. Look at me. Look at me. I'm so happy. That's so hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's like so long ago. Yeah, every single photo that you would see of me, I've got like a ridiculously cheesy smile, ridiculously cheesy smile, ridiculously cheesy smile. Like, I just used to smile like an idiot. Again, like the whole page is just full of me. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm gonna have to show you this. I am so excited about this one. Oh my gosh. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. I know, I am absolutely like dying to make some sort of a connection, but there's a bag there, and I think that might be a strawberry. And you know what? I think it is a strawberry. Look at that pic. Look, that's just me chilling in my school uniform, and look at that strawberry right there. I kind of need that bag back. But yeah, like basically, ridiculously cheesy smile. Or is it that way around? Look at how jet black my hair used to be. I know I dye my hair at the moment, but my hair is not black. My hair is like dark brown. It's very, very like mousy, but it used to be like jet black. Yeah, just incredibly happy. Incredibly happy. And I literally grew up in like parks. So I've got like so many pictures of me in some sort of a park. Me and my brother. Just so many. Oh, please, can you just look at this ridiculous smile? Can I be this happy again? Can I ask permission and actually be this happy again? Look at my stupid ridiculous smile. Look at that smile. Look at it. I want to be like this again. Do you think I'm already like this? Me and my Polly Pockets. If you know what Polly Pockets are, we can be friends. Me and my bro. Oh, I've got a thing. You see, I get my love for clothes and fashion from my mum. My mum used to put me in like the best clothes. It's like a fully coordinated pink outfit with a little like furry accessory as well, and a matching like bow in the hair, and a necklace which has got like a pony on it or something. Like, my mother was ridiculous, honestly. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah, see? Some of the pics have been slotted back into the back of the album, so again, another look at my aunt a little closer up. And then that's my aunt there as well. Look at how gorgeous she looks. I know, the makeup doesn't quite match the skin tone, although she's very fair-skinned. She really is. Like, you wouldn't believe that she's my mum's sibling. Although my mum is quite fair-skinned. I get my tan from my dad. But yeah, see, like, I used to have bangs. Right recently, I had the most hideous bangs cut ever. And I think I can pull them off. I really would love to have that back, but look how brown I am. I love it. I didn't care. I used to be out in the sun like day, night. That was my happy place. Thing is, looking at this now, this is still my style. I feel like you're really influenced when you're little, And I still wear like high-waisted trousers with like turtlenecks and waistcoats. Like, this is my exact style right now. Look at my brother, he looks so cute. Look at him, he looks so cute. Look, he's a huge Power Rangers fan. Oh, look, I'm just showing you my brother. Look at how handsome my brother looks. He's so pretty. That's my aunt, the one that got married. So that's me, my aunt, and that's my cousin, Issa, and that's my brother. So cute. They came to visit us. So my aunt lives in Kuwait, and they came to visit us here. Oh, my little denim dress. Oh my god, I'm losing teeth. I will not show you those ones. Got a couple of teeth missing in my mouth. Oh my god, the outfit. The outfit is so ridiculous. Look at my ridiculous outfit. But I seem very happy with myself. What have I got in my hand? I think it's food. But the fact that my cousin is looking at me would make me believe that it's food, because he was really into... I remember him just being like an absolute snack fiend at that time. Gosh, my dad looks so different. I'll show you more pictures of my dad, like, recently. He looks so different, like, unrecognisable. Oh my gosh, it snowed. It never snows here anymore. Halloween! I'm a witch. Don't you dare say what you were going to say. I just can't believe how silky my hair used to be. I'm super jealous of it. Me just constantly being ridiculous. I miss that hair. I honestly miss that hair. It's not even fair. Like, that's my dad. Gosh, he looks really weird there. If you see him now, he's so slim now. Completely white hair, still got the tash. It's so funny, like, my dad has never not had a mustache. It's like really a part of his entire look. I can't even imagine what he'd look like without it now. Oh, this was my best friend growing up, Nikki. I'm still in touch with her. Nikki used to live across the road from me, and we just used to play. She didn't go to the same school as me. She was like 2 years older than me, and so after school she used to come and knock on my door, and we used to just play non-stop outside. We were inseparable. Oh, I think that's one of my birthdays. That's cute. Me and my dad. I'm all ready for my birthday party. I think all my friends from school came, and we had like snacks and we played games and like goodie bags and stuff. But yeah, that's Mayflower Park again, the waterfront at Mayflower Park. That's one of my fave pics. I'll show you, I'll get that one out. Because I'm just outdoors with my best friend. We're playing. Oh no, I'm about to go into the phase where in every single photograph I crossed my eyes, because I used to love doing that. But just natural, playing, having fun, a real happy child. Oh my gosh, I feel really emotional looking at this, because you're about to... Well, I wonder if these albums will show you a change. I don't know if they will actually. I don't think we quite get to the separation. But this was when this was when they were still together. Yes, my birthday party, all my friends came. Oh my gosh. Nikki, Holly, I think her name was Kaylee, Grace. Oh, there's another Kaylee. Kaylee was a very popular name. Oh, they're so cute. I bumped into a few of these friends again. And it's funny how you still recognise each other. Yes, I would like to share with you my new obsession. Oh no, it's not that one. I was going to share with you my new obsession of crossing my eyes, but I'm not cross-eyed there. I just used to love it. I don't know what it was. Oh, me receiving I received like a head teacher's award. I must have been like, I was a real good student, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was, never used to take a day off sick. If I was ever ill, I would just be like, I want to go in, because I hated missing school. I loved it, I loved every single lesson. I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. I loved every single subject, bar math, and I enjoyed everything. I enjoyed school trips, I liked group work, I liked individual work, I liked assessments, I liked writing essays, I liked doing presentations, anything, you name it. I loved education. I thought it was so much fun. That's a cute little outfit. I'm gonna have to recreate that outfit. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, we're really going back in time now. This is older stuff than that, and I think the majority of this album is when we used to live in Grays. So we used to live in Essex, in Grays, and the big massive shopping centre there is called Lakeside, and Lakeside is still amazing. It's still a place where it looks like this now. It's just got loads of extensions on it and I love it so much. I've got so many amazing memories there. As you can see, like being in Grays, being in Lakeside, I was happy. Look at my ridiculous scratched up smile. You can't even see that because of the reflection of the light. But yeah, more pictures of me on like swings in parks, smiling like an idiot, just generally being a very happy child. I think that's the one and only time my dad didn't have a mustache. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna send my dad this. So funny. Oh, this is so cute, so cute. I'll show you all of them. I don't know where on earth my mother got these outfits from, but look at that outfit. I look like I'm from Star Trek. Look at this outfit. Little leggings. Do you think I still look like that now? I think the smile hasn't really changed, but my face is, I think my jaws obviously got bigger. As it would. Oh, I thought that one was cute, but this one's cuter. Look at me and my brother. Look at us. Just chilling, being cute. Oh. See, when we first came to England, my mum was like proper Asian. She used to wear like Asian clothes. And it wasn't until she kind of like thought, oh, I need to make a change, because you get treated a certain way if you look like that. I know you shouldn't have to change just because people do that, but I think that she, especially because she went out into the world as a working person here, and in order to get respect, you had to kind of like look the way other people did, and I mean that's just what the 90s and 2000s were like. And so yeah, she in the beginning she used to wear, so this is like a three-piece, so you wear like this long kind of top with trousers, and you have like a scarf to kind of cover you, although she never wore it on her head or anything, but she just wore it around her, and it's a three-piece suit, and it's called shalar kameez, which is basically shalar is trousers and kameez is top. So it basically just says, it's a really weird way of saying it, but it's basically trouser top. Maybe doing a little bit of a, let me censor my little knicker flash there. I'm so glad that my parents took so many photos. Look at this. Look at this. See, growing up with a brother, I was very, very boisterous. Look at that. Very boisterous. So my brother is 5 years older than me, and yeah, we used to get up to some right nonsense, and he used to treat me as if I were the same as him, and I'd always end up getting hurt. Every single time we'd play together, I used to end up crying my eyes out because I'd get hurt, because 5 years is a big difference. He could do a lot more than I could. I was very little, plus, well actually that doesn't really mean anything anymore, but I was going to say plus I was a girl. But back in those days, maybe I was like a delicate little girl, but not anymore. My brother's got this weird jumper on. It says, birthdays, they say always, birthdays are always fun. It's like my mother has forced us to stand there and hold hands. We probably had an argument just before. I've sat on those swans, it's so good. That's Lakeside again. I was a real daddy's girl. Me and my strawberry bag. Me and my strawberry bag. I honestly even remember the texture of that bag. I loved it so much. This is on the actual waterfront in Grays. We used to go there so much. We used to go and get fish and chips and then go and sit there and eat them. And we used to get ice creams and stuff. And then we went to London. We went to London for a day out. And this I used to find so exciting. So we used to go to London and feed the pigeons. I swear there are a lot less pigeons in Trafalgar Square nowadays. I took you there as well in one of my vlogs. But back in those days, yeah, they used to just come and eat right out of your hand and like do all of that. But they don't do that anymore. I think there was one photo where it sat on my head, but I don't know where it's gone. The typical picture with the Queen's Guard. This is so fun. You can tell the age of this from the car in the background as well. From the house. From the car in the background. Me just showing off my outfit. Oh, my cousins. So the awful thing about like my parents splitting is that I don't speak to my dad's side of the family, so like my cousins, these are just some of my cousins, but I don't know them really anymore. I don't see them, I don't know anything about them. But, you know, it is what it is, it happens. If that side of the family really wanted to keep in touch and see me, then they would have done, eh? Look, this is what I was talking about, my love for dinosaurs, but I'm so scared. I thought that dinosaur was real. Look at my ugly face. I thought that fake electronic dinosaur was real. See, like they've got big massive dinosaurs in the back. My brother used to love them too. Real like dinosaur fever. Okay, so we went back temporarily, but we're back now. We're back to my birthday party, and we're back to Southampton, and I'm wearing a little Burger King hat. As you would, you'd go to Burger King and you'd get a crown, sorry, not a hat, and be incredibly happy with yourself. Gosh, my mum was so different looking back then. She changed a lot. Oh, and this was me in school. I used to love school so much. That was a very unusual school I went to. They had like mixed years, and then they got rid of that very quickly. But yeah, like me and my... I swear that looks like a Chucky doll, but that's me in my school uniform. My brother with his Power Rangers, very important stuff. And me and my dad. Look at this, look at me and my papa. So I told you, isn't it, like the girl, in Pakistan, the girl takes on the dad's surname as, first name as their surname. So my surname is Jamal, because my dad's first name is Jamal. And our family name is Mustafa. But here, for many reasons, I had to use Mustafa. But technically my middle name is Jamal, I guess. More school awards for me. Oh my gosh, I look like something from a horror story. If I could show you my room, that would be awesome. I've got like a ton of push chairs, typical kid stuff, like a kitchen. I look like a scarecrow. And I've got, I think that's a Ninja Turtle bag. And I just had so many toys. There's a little makeshift cot that I made for my teddy bear. More of me sitting in some sort of swing or something, being incredibly happy. Honestly, every single picture of me is in a park or like just really loving life. And now I don't take any pictures. And I told you that. I honestly don't take very good pictures. My face is not photographic at all. Photogenic? Photographic. And, you know, when you're a kid, you kind of just do everything. It's so funny. Look. My cute little outfit. My brother was handsome even back then. So I'm all done with my albums, or the ones that I got from my mum this time, but I do have this photo. This is usually just on my shelf, but I'll show you. That's my dad, that's me, and my brother and my mum, and it's just such a shame it's damaged. I've tried to like fix it, but I can't, and it's like a canvas kind of thing. It's quite cool. And my specific backstory to this is we went to, if you live in England, you'll know there used to be a department store back in the day called Debenhams, and on Debenhams, like 3rd floor specifically, they had a photo studio, and we went to have a family portrait. We've actually got lots of different versions of this where we're actually all looking in the camera, because my dad is obviously the only one looking here, but we went there to like have an official portrait, and it was super, super cute. And along a similar sort of line, I've got this. How can I show you this? Wait, I'm gonna have to stand in front of it so you can see. So this is me and my mum. Where are these pictures? I've got these pictures somewhere, but I've got this just rested next to my, it's like near my bedside table. But this is me and my mum, and I am like saying to my dad, I'm like trying to get my dad, which is why I'm so happy. And I got my like 4 little TVs there, and that's my mama. So yes, basically that is my little trip down memory lane. I could have sworn there were more albums than that. I'll have to have a look, I'll have to ask my mum, but I'm just really happy to look through that. Happy and sad. Can I say that I'm sad looking back at childhood photographs? It was a different time. A different kind of carefree, different kind of happiness. But I'm definitely going to be taking photographs of those and sharing them with my dad for sure, because he wouldn't have seen those for a long time. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that, and if I find any more albums, I've got a couple more days to kind of put this vlog together, so I'll film that as well, but I thought I'd share that with you. And if I find some pictures from, they will be digital pictures, so if I find them from online somewhere, then I will share them with you, like a more older teenager kind of photos, but that is like proper childhood photos, and I really yeah, I just thought it'd be quite fun to share that with you, so hopefully you don't find that boring. But yeah. And I got some more albums. I did quickly flick through them to have a look at what was in them, so I've got 2 quite chunky albums right here that would lead you to believe that there's lots in here, but actually a lot of this is empty. However, I still want to share some of it with you because there are pictures here from my mum's wedding, which I thought was really cool, and because I haven't seen those for absolutely years. And then it's really funny because I saw like a whole album of baby pictures and not a single picture of me. There is clearly a favourite child in this family, and it is not I. It's my brother. So funny that, because my brother is the eldest. It's funny actually, my dad, out of his siblings, is the youngest, yet my brother is the eldest grandson. So my dad got married before all of his elder siblings, and yeah, so my brother is the eldest cousin, if you will, and so when he was born, and back then in our culture, being a boy was like a huge thing. He was the first grandchild, and he was a boy, so he had like albums after albums of just like him. And then by the time I came around, nobody really cared anymore. They were like, oh, we've already had a grandchild for 5 years, and then by that point everybody else started having kids as well, and they were like, oh, another grandchild, never mind. So yeah, there are like loads of pictures of my brother as a baby in here and stuff, which is super, super cute. Like my brother, he's got these like big almond eyes, like super cute. I won't bore you and make you look at these, but there is a picture in there that's kind of like my sort of a smile. Super cute. Cheesy, cheesy smile. And like literally, I'll try and share pictures. Do I have a recent picture of him? Well, it was his birthday the other day, which is why this all kind of came about. And I will try and dig out a picture, a more recent picture of him, so you can see that these almond, he literally looks exactly as he did as a baby, just really long, like really, really tall. But yeah, that's that one. And then what I actually want to show you, so the funny thing is, like, how can I explain this? So my dad's parents were really, really wealthy. They had a huge like hotel business, and so
a lot of the birthday parties and stuff that my brother had, they were really grand, like ridiculously oversized cakes, and like a lot of cash was splashed basically to celebrate birthdays, and you can kind of see that, and especially him having been the eldest for a while. He was definitely showered with a lot of that attention, but don't worry, you don't have to feel jealous that I come from a really rich family, because I don't, because as soon as my grandparents died, they died quite similar, I think, in time, not like long between them, and the kids, when they inherited the money, they pretty much just lost it all. Typical kids. My mum always says that like brains and success, it skips a generation. So she was like, your grandparents were really, really successful on both sides, actually, super successful. And then she said then my mum and my dad, both of those generations in both families were complete failures. With all due respect, you know, like there's, you know, got qualifications, etc. and stuff, but not necessarily as successful in comparison. And she's like, oh, but you guys, the descendants, you guys are going to be really, really successful. And I was like, please, mother, I don't know what world you're living in this day and age. It costs an absolute fortune to go and even get your weekly shopping. So that sort of wealth and success is just not possible. And also it's very difficult now because so many people are with it that I think back in those days it was probably easier to be more successful because you were offering something different. But now, like, every other person is doing the same thing, and what makes you different, right? And yeah, it's just that sort of thing. Anywho, I wanted to show you pictures of my mum at her wedding, and obviously, like, this is dated, but I just really love looking at it because she just looks really, really, like, so little, and really just, like, I don't know, I just really love this whole look of not looking overdone. You know, like today, people's makeup is perfect, people's hair is perfect, the styling is just, and there was an innocence back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s that you just cannot replicate these days, and I am such a sucker for it. I think this is why I like actors, actresses, artists, people in the public eye from that sort of generation, because I really love that whole look so much. But yeah, let me show you. So my mum, she's the eldest in her family, and she was obviously the first to get married, and it's so funny, absolutely hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, really, really simple in what she's wearing. I can actually show you that. Can you see that? So that's my mum. I think they had just had like the ceremony, the signing, and my dad is feeding her some sort of sweet treat. So in one of my vlogs previously, I shared with you like all the different, it's called mithai, all the different like sweets that we eat, and most of that stuff is like you have it at special occasions, weddings and things. So that's my dad feeding my mum some stuff. You've barely seen my dad in my vlogs and stuff. I think I even said in the other one that I'll post some pictures of him and I more recently. Yeah, he looks totally different to that. Like, still got the tash, but he looks totally different to that. Oh my god, my granddad. But yeah, this, it looks super, super, like, innocent. And look, I'll show you this photo. Like, the shyness of it all. And they, like, we don't do arranged marriages. There's no such thing as arranged marriages. So they actually really liked each other. I think my dad had seen my mum somewhere, and that was kind of like the beginning. And my dad's family was really nice, reputable. Say, my mum came from a good family, and my granddad knew my dad's dad, I think, something like that. And then they kind of like hit it off. My dad used to write my mum love letters, and we all know how that story ended, in divorce. It's just life though, isn't it? Well, I was saying to my mum the other day, because knowing my mum obviously now as she is, and obviously throughout the years, and knowing what my dad is. So the great thing is about my upbringing is that although my parents separated when I was really quite young, my mum never said anything negative about my dad. Like, she very much just, she let us meet him, she let us see him, spend time with him, and she let us make up our own mind as to who he was and the reasons that led to them breaking up. And so knowing who she is, completely understanding who he is, I said to my mum the other day, I was like, I don't know who thought it would be a good idea for the two of you to get married. Like, that is asking for disaster, because my mum is really headstrong. She's very independent. She wants to have her opinion, and she's lively and chatty. Like, my mum is a chatterbox. If you think I'm a chatterbox, oh my gosh. My mum speaks in continuous sentences. There is no end. You go from one conversation to the next, to the next, to the next, and you're like, oh, I'll respond and say that, and you don't get the opportunity because she's... and my dad he's super chill now, like so chill. We always joke around that he may as well be lying down. But when he was younger, he was very, very fiery, and he wanted to be the man. Like, he had that kind of feel to him, and he wanted to be controlling, and just totally different personalities. And I was saying, oh, why the hell did you even get married? Like, what a ridiculous thing to do. And my mum was like, yeah, but you two wouldn't have come about if we never got married. Isn't it funny how, like, things like that happen? Because, yeah, obviously that was not for the best. But if they hadn't have got married, then me and my brother would not have existed. And, like, it's just weird to think about stuff like that. Like, who might have I been if I were not me? But yeah, I really, really love the simplicity of it all. It's really cute. Let me find some more. Yeah, so see, I think this was just like one of my mum's cousins or something who was doing her makeup on her wedding. So it's really quite like, really simple, really just a family affair. No like big thing. Just super sweet and cute, and my mum looks so young, my dad looks so happy. This album is like completely out of order. My mum was quite young when she got married. I think she must have been 20? I think she was 20 when she got married. But look, she looks so baby-faced there. I love this whole like traditional everything that she's wearing. I think that whole like clothing and all of that is just so utterly beautiful. This is such a funny picture because it's my mum and my nan. God, my nan looks so young. That's just so crazy. So things were really different back in that day because my nan, at my mum's wedding, my uncle was 5. So my mum's youngest sibling was 5 when my mum got married. Like, my nan was still having kids. Do you know what I mean? Is that not weird? There's such a huge age gap between the two of them. Well, he was probably 4 actually, because I think soon after my mum and dad got married, like a year later, my mum had my brother. And so my brother and my uncle were 5 years apart. And they grew up as like besties. Sadly, my uncle, when the whole 9/11 thing happened, he was murdered in a hate crime. It's really sad. Bilal. His name is Bilal. And I still remember when we got the news, when they'd identified... I'm sorry, this is going into a really deep place, so if you're triggered by any of this, and just be aware. But when they found the body and they were like 100% that's Bilal, and my mum got that phone call. So she basically raised him like he was 5. I mean, and my mum was the eldest, so she used to look after all the kids as well, to help out with my nan. And I remember when that phone call came in and my mum was screaming on the floor in hysterics because she felt like that was her child. That was awful. I'll never forget that. Sadly, it's some of those moments that you don't forget, isn't it? Like when you've been through something like that, or when you've had, I don't know, like shocking moments like that with your family. Those are kind of the ones that stick. It's quite sad. but those are the ones that really cement your relationships as well. There'll always be happy opportunities, always moments of celebration, but the moments that I guess bring you together and help you to understand each other more are the ones that are a little bit more painful. Oh, okay, and then I've got to, similar to what I said about my aunt, so I think this must have been day 2 of my mum's wedding. So this is what she wore for the walima, which would be what the bride and groom, they hosted dinner for the family as a married couple, and that's what I think she would have wore at that point. Really like pretty kind of colour. Henna. I love all of this sort of stuff, henna, and we don't get enough opportunity here to really like wear stuff like that or do stuff like that. My mum was so hot when she was young. After she came here, she changed so much. And let me show you some older pictures of her. Oh, she hate me for it. She looks so hot. I'm not very good at this. Look at her. How deep. I can't even recognise her. She looks so different now. Look at her. She looks so different. I can't believe it. That's my brother in the pic too. Oh, there does happen to be one picture of me in here, and I was a really chunky baby. Chunky babies are the best though, don't you think? Look how chubby I am. Look at the rolls on my legs. That's the exact kind of chunk that every baby needs to be. No chunky, no want. Oh, there are pictures. I am so sorry. I am sorry to my mother. There are pictures of me in here. Wait till you see this. I love this shot so much, and I always thought if I ever had kids, I would love to recreate this with my own children. Like, you just have to embarrass your children whenever you get the opportunity. Look at this fountain on my head. Look at that. How ridiculous is that? Look, can I show you my whole outfit? Look at the entire outfit. Like, it's coordinated, super girly. Look at that. Look, can you see my face? And can you please notice the bangles? Do you notice the bangles? Like, I am probably... How old would I be there? 8 months? 9 months? Maybe a year? And I am fully coordinated. So my mother created me as a monster, so then I don't really know what she expected to happen. There's another picture of me, my lucky day. I really do still look like that. The funny thing is, I don't know if you can tell if I'm a girl or a boy. I'm not really fussed by stuff like that, but my best friend always says to me, she's like, people always assume that her son is a girl. And I'm like, I personally wouldn't get offended by that, because at that age, those sorts of ages, you can't really tell unless you're like fully kitted out in pink or blue, which a lot of people, they kind of stay away from these days. And like, maybe he's just really, he is really pretty, but you know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, he's got gorgeous eyes and he's turned up eyelashes, you know, typical men who don't need long eyelashes and they have long curly eyelashes. He's like that, and so I can see why people say that, but I wouldn't get offended by it. Yeah, there's a whole ton of pictures of me in here. Me and my stupid smile. It's funny because I'm thinking there's not that many pictures of me and my brother together when we were little. This little. It's probably because I think he was very jealous. My mum says he was very jealous of me because he's 5 years older than me, so you can imagine at 5 you're like, yeah, I'm the only child. This is it. It's pretty much done. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, here's your new sibling. So there must be quite a lot of jealousy in there. I wish they had dated these. It would have been really cool to have some dates on these. But this is from my parents' honeymoon. It's so funny. Like, please just look at my dad's hair. Does that not just scream 1980s to you? It's just so crazy. I look so much like him, I know. You don't need to tell me. Like, I am all my dad. like the entire face. According to my mother personality too, she would say that my brother is her favourite. I wonder if you might want an update of strawberries. Let's see how many more strawberries I've added to my collection, shall we? This is my net. So this top row I had, the only new additions I've had since we last vlogged were these white ones. Look, black strawberries. Can you believe it? Black strawberries. And I've got like these brown, I think they were called like coffee. Look at them in the light, you'll see. Quite a cool colour. And then I don't think any of those are new. I showed you a picture, I think, of my blue strawberries, but I didn't show you them in here. And then again, I think I showed you a picture of my strawberry bracelet, but not in the cabinet. And then I don't think any of this stuff is new. I think all of this stuff is not strawberry, is not new, but I showed you in another part of my vlog, my new light. There's my cute little strawberry toy. I'm trying to take it on tour with me, my little strawberry. No more strawberries at the moment, but I seem to have accumulated quite a few books. I'm really into reading these sorts of books, so like thriller genres and things. The Silent Patient, I would recommend that. I read that recently and I threw it. When I got to that last chapter, the twist at the end, no spoilers, I threw it in the bin because I was so irritated. And I've got a couple of books back there as well. But I will show you what I am currently reading, if I can reach it. To my little book. I'm currently reading this. And it just came up in recommendations and I bought it, so I buy a lot of these online. I think it's called World of Books. I buy them secondhand and it's quite terrible, in all honesty. I like where it's going at the moment. I'm, as you can probably see, towards the end of it now, but it was really terrible to read. I don't like the way it was written. It was very, very talky and really, really young. But I sense that there's going to be a really nice twist that's going to come up in the end of this, so I'm looking forward to it. And if I were to open this up for you, you will see a lovely reminder of the love of my life. Look at him. Stella, what are you doing in my book? Hey? Not even let me read my book in peace. But that's my, do you want to see my little kit? I've got a little page holder. Look, I just love accessories of all sorts. It's not even like just jewellery. I've got my little book light, which is quite good. Just in case I want to read in the dark, but usually I will fall asleep if I do that. And then look at my book bag. It's cats. Cats, cats, cats. Oh, and this is quite cool as well. I like this one. Sometimes I use this. It's like a page lighter. So rather than lighting the thingy, you light the actual story. I'm like sniffing. Do I have enough hands to do this? Not quite. But look, kind of like that. I quite like it. But yeah, these are some of my accessories. Anything else in there? No, that's it. Thank goodness I backed off on all the other accessories. But I'm planning after this, maybe I'm going to read the interview. I don't know which of these is the most shocking. Maybe I'll read the interview, which I've just dropped on the floor. I don't know. Or, well, I've heard that any book by this author is just going to be right up my street. But I've got loads in the back, look, behind her eyes. It's Always the Husband. Dark Places. The It Girl. I've got Sanatorium, which my friend read, so that I don't think that's a thriller, I think that's a horror. But my friend read that and she said it was really good. And then yeah, I've got 2 Silent Patients. Don't ask me. For some reason they sent me 2 and didn't charge me for 2. It was a very weird situation. But as you can see, now that I've messed this up, I need to reorganise this because then otherwise I will be stressed out. Like, maybe not physically, but I won't be able to stop thinking about how this is not organised. Oh wait, no, some of these were, I think Sharp Objects was back there. We Were Liars were in my book. And yes, I'm thinking I might read The Interview next. If you've read any of these, can you, not give me spoilers, but can you tell me which one I should read next? Because I'd quite like to read a much more exciting book than We Were Liars. What else might you want to see in my room? Oh, this is a nice little reminder. So I'm going to dye my hair at some point because it's just looking really dull. I think I've got an appointment to get my hair cut at the end of this month. And so it would just be trimmed. Have you seen my hair? So you look at me a lot, but look, it's long. It's a little ratty at the bottom, but it's getting quite long, which I like. But this is the colour. Can I show you in the light? Look. That's what it will kind of be like, and in my opinion these live colours are the best for my hair. They do the least amount of damage and they get really nice vibrant colours as well, and yeah, it actually shows up on my hair as well. But in addition to this, I had a plan, and my partner in crime is going to help me, i.e. my mother. So look at this colour. Did I just drop that? No. Look at that colour. So my idea is I'm going to get my hair cut, then I'm going to dye the bulk of my hair this colour, and then the choppy ends, the real tips, not much, because I don't like hair too done up, but the real like tips here and there, like with a paintbrush, I'm going to have like this gingery kind of a colour, so it looks like autumn leaves. I'll let you know how much of a disaster it is, because I'm not very good at this sort of stuff, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. How bad could it be, eh? So that's why that's there, because it's to remind me, I need to book a haircut for the end of the month if I haven't already, because I usually book them in for the whole year. How nice is that? So I'm due one at some point, and then yeah, that's kind of what is happening there. I'm just taking you to my other skincare drawer that I have, and when I talk about skincare, this is really what I'm talking about. Like, I love sheet masks. Did you know that is what was going to be at the end of that sentence? I love a good sheet mask. I'm just trying to unpack it for you so you can get the full view. And when I talk about sheet masks, I don't just mean face sheet masks. There's foot masks, there's hand masks, face masks, face and neck masks. And then we get onto the real good stuff. So this is Korean stuff now, and this is a collagen mask. Snail. I really love this, it's so good. And yeah, there's lots of extra goop in the mask, so you can like extra like pour it all on your neck and everything as well. And then I've got more Korean masks. So I've got some. Oh, that must have been accidental. I bought these the other day and that was weird. Anyway, I've got honey masks. So honey is really good, and this is Misha is the brand. I really like them. So these are honey masks. Honey is really good specifically for my skin because it's combination, is that what I can say? But it needs a lot of nourishing, but it also needs to be left alone as well. So yeah, then I've got rice. So I found rice is just such a crazy ingredient. I made some during the summer, it worked a bit better, but I would boil rice, take the water from it, and then spray it on my face. Absolutely, like, works wonders. Rice, and then green tea. If I'm not drinking green tea, right there on the table, then I am putting green tea on my face. It's the way to do. I really don't understand, because I bought about, I'm very confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. I bought these the other day, and it was a pack of 10 of green tea masks, but there's 5 green tea and 5 rice. I don't mind, but that's what was inside. If you're wondering what that red thing is, that is my cat's play tent. Yeah, so those are, wait, I'm not done yet, wait, I am not done yet. There are more masks. There are more. Just wait. Okay, there's more German sheet masks. There's a turmeric. Turmeric is amazing for my face, for my skin. There's a ginger sheet mask in there. Then I've got the whole ton of like the normal Garnier. These are 5-minute masks, so sometimes I don't have enough time to do a sheet mask, and so then I just do a 5-minute one, which is really good. It's just like on the go. And I've got a couple of hyaluronic acid ones. They're all 5-minute ones, and I got them really cheap. If I went to buy these from a normal body shop, from a normal shop, I don't know what they're called, cosmetic shop, they would be like £3, £2.68, £3. I bought them for 70p, 0.70 pence in this like discounted store, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. It's just because it says Arabic on it, so they imported it in from one of those countries, which is why it was 70p rather than £2 whatever or £3. And now they're mine. And then I've got some good old cheaper sheet masks from, if you ever come to England, you have to go to this shop called Primark. But they do really good sheet masks. Look, I even got some really cheapy ones, 50p. They're really good. And actually, I think they're even made in Korea, these ones. Although they are, it says that. They're really good because they're vegan, they're cruelty free. And I'm pretty sure somewhere I saw on one of them that it said made in Korea, unless that was a complete lie. I can't see it now, but I read on it once before. Maybe it was like a specific, yes, made in Korea, it says right there. So yeah, funnily enough, they're like super cheap, but they're made in Korea. I was like, excuse me, why would I not want those? But can you please wait for the pièce de résistance, which is strawberry masks. Look, they're Korean. Strawberry face mask. Strawberry. I'm not sure what strawberry does for your skin, but it says drench skin with strawberry milk. It helps make skin look brighter, helps create a moisture barrier for ultimate hydration. And it's strawberry related, excuse me, which was the main reason why I bought it, because I must own everything that has strawberries on it. But no, I've used these ones before. I used a different flavour and they were really good. I enjoyed that. So those are, at the moment, my sheet masks. I just love skincare, to be honest. I've got my little ice globy things, some sponges, got all sorts. Oh, this is like a face massager. What? Oh, I've just got some like, apparently I'm a devil. Let me put that in there somewhere. Oh, then I've just got sunglasses, and I've got my absolutely amazing, you know when you wash your face and you put those on your wrists so then the whole of the bathroom doesn't get flooded? Well, they work amazing. If you haven't bought them, I would 1,000,000,000% recommend it. It's one of those things where you'd be like, that is such a ridiculous thing to create. Who is even going to want that or need that or buy that? But you have to buy it. You have to own it. It is absolutely worth it. I bought a frame today, so obviously I've been going through all my like family photos and things, and I found a really cute photo of my brother and I that I want to put in a frame, and I bought a frame and I need to cut the photo so it fits, and I thought I had a pair of scissors here, but I don't. I have scissors now. But I bought the frame and the picture's not quite the right size. Is it not just cute? So I need to cut it so it's the correct size. I know, I really don't like doing stuff like this, because is it not just going to get ruined? But my thinking is that this piece of paper that was inside the frame is the exact size that I need to cut it to. So that's not that hard, is it? Because all I need to do is put it on top of the photo, dead straight, and then just cut round it, right? What I do need is some sort of like blue tack or something to keep it in place, or do I trust that I'm going to hold this straight? Well, let's find out, let's see what happens. I feel like this is not straight. I think that's straight now. But anywho, how are you? How have you been? Do you know, it was really funny seeing all the pictures and everything from the Wicked premiere. Like, I got so much energy, I felt like absolute utter rubbish yesterday. And seeing Stell out there gave me something else to focus on other than how unwell I was feeling. And I felt so good. I felt like a stay-at-home wife. Like, my husband's gone off to his fancy event and I was just like cheering from him from back home. It's weird because even though he was in Australia, he is in Australia, I feel like he was away when he's in, or when any of the guys are in the Philippines. I always feel like it's normal, like that feels like home to me, even though it's not home to me. Did that make sense? I wonder. I'm doing this freehand. If this ends up really bad, then I will not take responsibility for ruining this really important memory. I've had to chop a bit of my hair off because it won't fit. I don't think it's going to affect the photo at all. But I'm almost ready with it. Yeah, I think that'll do. I don't know if it's straight, but we'll see. I just risked it all, basically. Moment of truth. Oh no, it's perfect. Is there? It's cute. I like it. Now let me put it up. Do I put it in front? Or do I put it behind? I think I'm going to put it behind because it will stay. Oh, you won't be able to see it then. Maybe I'll put it like that. Maybe. I've got one of these hooks out earlier because I thought, because this is my radiator by the way, and I know that it's probably not recommended to put mirrored stuff on something that gets hot. I don't really switch the heating on in here, so but I thought that I'd do that. Look, cute, cute, cute. So that's it for now. I'm feeling very stressed out that there is stuff behind me that you can see. I don't like it. I like everything to be blank, clean, minimalistic, and sadly there is mess right behind me. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better after that. This is very weird, but I feel good. I don't feel as ill as I did, and I think if I had struggled through watching videos and things and posting reviews, I probably would have felt a little sicker because there would have been a lot more talking, a lot more getting excited as I always do, and I think I probably would have felt really like croaky and a bit unwell afterwards. So I'm glad that I had a bit more of a chill filming session with you today, and that's pretty much it. To finish off, if you're wondering where my cats are, Jiggy is downstairs and she's probably hiding, so I won't be able to find her, but let me show you where Jelly is. So, underneath my bed, Jelly is asleep. So I've created a little bedroom for my cats under my bed. Can you see Jelly? Yeah? 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 Huh? Yawa? Earlier. So yeah, Jelly has been going through a few issues recently, not just health related but behaviour related. She's sadly been quite vicious to Jiggy. You know, that's just what it's like, hierarchy and all with cats, and I'm trying to do something so she becomes, or she returns back to being her normal gorgeous self, because she has been a good little cat really, but I get it, it's difficult to behave yourself when you're this gorgeous. But she's been quite vicious to Jiggy and it's been quite tough, but hopefully things will calm down. I'm trying to do all sorts of things to like make them both feel settled, but that's just what happens with cats, you know, you just have to get them together. And she's purring her head off. Oh, she just burped. She's got a little scar on her eye from playing too boisterously. She's big now, isn't she? In about 2 days' time, it will be 1 year since I adopted her. It's quite crazy. Look at that silly little face. Jelly. 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 Jelly, jelly, jelly. Jelly, jelly, jelly. So yeah, Jelly is an Urdu-speaking cat, I will have you know. I always speak to her in Urdu, so she doesn't understand English. So when I go and take her to the vet, it's a bit of a struggle because I don't really know how to talk to her. I'm always like, it's okay, Poppet. And that's not how I talk to her at all. I speak to her in Urdu. But she's usually asleep at this moment, but just because I showed you where she was, she's now decided that she wants to come out, and this means that she's going to want to go outside and then jump over the fence and go and get eaten by a wildebeest. So, yeah, my duties are about to commence. Jelly. 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 Yeah, she's a real monster. But yeah, I thought I'd show you Jelly before I go.